Hello everybody, welcome to my channel.
Talulah Riley, actress, writer, and modern Renaissance woman Talulah Jane Riley, born on September 26, 1985, in Hertfordshire, England, is a multifaceted British actress, writer, and director whose career reflects both artistic depth and intellectual curiosity. Known for her elegance, wit, and poise, Riley has built a career that spans film, television, and literature, embodying a rare blend of creativity and resilience. Early life and education. Riley was raised in Hemel Hempstead, Hertfordshire, the only child of Una Riley, a businesswoman, and Doug Milburn, a screenwriter and founder of a security firm. Encouraged by her parents' intellectual and creative pursuits, Talulah developed an early love for storytelling and the performing arts. She attended Cheltenham Ladies College, followed by Haberdashers' Aske's School for Girls, where she excelled academically. Later, while pursuing acting, she also studied natural sciences at the Open University, an unusual and impressive feat that highlighted her wide-ranging interests beyond the entertainment industry. Acting career beginnings. Riley made her professional acting debut in 2003 in an episode of the iconic British detective series Poirot, Five Little Pigs, quickly establishing herself as a promising young talent. Her first major film role came in Pride and Prejudice, 2005, directed by Joe Wright, where she played Mary Bennet. Her portrayal brought a subtle charm to the often overlooked sister, marking her as a standout among a star-studded cast that included Keira Knightley and Rosamund Pike. She continued with roles in films like St. Trinian's, 2007, and its sequel St. Trinian's 2, The Legend of Fritton's Gold, 2009, where she played Annabel Fritton. These films gave her wide recognition in the UK and showcased her comedic flair and screen presence. Transition to Hollywood. Riley's Hollywood career began to take shape with appearances in high-profile projects such as The Boat That Rocked, 2009, and Christopher Nolan's Inception, 2010, in which she played a brief but memorable role as the dream, blonde, decoy opposite Leonardo DiCaprio's character. Her collaboration with Nolan continued in The Dark Knight Rises, 2012, where she appeared as a socialite. Television and Westworld. Talulah gained international attention for her role in HBO's acclaimed science fiction series Westworld, 2016 to 2018. She portrayed Angela, one of the park's android hosts, whose serene yet unsettling performance became a key part of the show's exploration of artificial intelligence and identity. Riley's work on Westworld earned praise for its emotional nuance and philosophical depth. Writing and directing. In addition to acting, Riley has proven herself as a writer and director. In 2015, she published her first novel, Acts of Love, a sharp, romantic, and darkly comic story that was well received for its insight into modern relationships and media culture. The novel's success reinforced Riley's reputation as a multidimensional creative force. Personal life and public attention. Riley's personal life attracted significant media attention due to her relationship with entrepreneur Elon Musk. The couple married in 2010, divorced in 2012, remarried in 2013, and divorced again in 2016. Despite public scrutiny, Riley has handled the spotlight with remarkable grace and intelligence, often emphasizing her independence and creative identity beyond her relationships. Recent work and ventures. In recent years, Riley has continued to balance acting with writing and producing. She appeared in the 2022 biopic Pistol, directed by Danny Boyle, where she portrayed fashion designer Vivienne Westwood, a role that earned her acclaim for capturing Westwood's rebellious spirit. She has also ventured into directing and screenwriting projects, developing new works that reflect her interest in character-driven stories with philosophical or satirical undertones. Style, intellect, and legacy. Talulah Riley stands out as an actress who refuses to be defined by Hollywood conventions. She brings a combination of intellect, grace, and artistic daring to her work. Her ability to move fluidly between acting, writing, and directing, and her thoughtful commentary on fame, identity, and creativity, has positioned her as a truly modern artist. Whether in the cerebral world of Westworld, the literary pages of Acts of Love, or her evolving film career, Talulah Riley continues to embody the rare harmony of intellect and imagination that makes her one of the most compelling British talents of her generation. A more personal and philosophical look at Talulah Riley. Talulah Riley has always been more than a performer. Beneath her serene beauty and refined presence lies a mind deeply engaged with questions of purpose, creativity, and independence. In an industry that often seeks to define women by their relationships or appearances, Riley has steadily built an identity rooted in intellect and artistry. The mind behind the actress Riley's education in natural sciences hints at a philosophical streak, a fascination with how the world works, both physically and psychologically. Her approach to acting reflects this analytical bent. She studies character motivations like a scientist observing emotional chemistry. Whether playing the controlled yet haunting android Angela in Westworld or the eccentric Annabelle in St. Trinian's, she seeks to understand not just how characters act, but why. She has spoken in interviews about her love of literature and philosophy, referencing how her writing allows her to explore human contradictions, love and power, truth and illusion, vulnerability and control. In Acts of Love, her protagonist is a complex woman navigating manipulation and sincerity in modern romance, a theme Riley understands all too well from her own navigation of fame and scrutiny. Navigating fame and identity. Her high-profile marriages to Elon Musk brought her into the global spotlight. But rather than let it define her, Riley used the experience to understand human ambition, loneliness, and emotional resilience. Despite public curiosity, she rarely indulges in gossip or sensationalism. Instead, she's consistently expressed gratitude for her experiences while asserting her independence. In this way, Riley embodies the quiet strength of someone who has faced immense pressure yet chooses intellect and grace over spectacle. She once described her life as a process of self-editing, learning which voices to listen to and which to mute. The writer's voice as a novelist. Riley uses fiction to explore emotional power dynamics and the subtle games people play in love. Her writing has a literary sharpness that reflects both empathy and critique. Acts of Love is not a romantic fantasy but an examination of human flaws, ambition, deceit, self-protection. Readers noted its psychological realism, a reflection of Riley's understanding that human nature is rarely simple. Her decision to write a novel rather than simply act in others' scripts also speaks to her desire for control over narrative, a kind of artistic rebellion against the industry's tendency to typecast. She crafts stories where women are not merely romantic figures but complicated beings with agency, intellect, and contradictions. Creative evolution and future vision. Riley's evolution continues in front of and behind the camera. She has directed independent projects and continues to write screenplays, demonstrating a clear vision for storytelling that blends intellect with emotional intensity. Her portrayal of Vivienne Westwood in Pistol was especially symbolic, a woman channeling another woman who defied conformity and challenged social expectations. Like Westwood, Riley seems interested in ideas of rebellion through refinement, the notion that one can challenge norms not only through loud defiance, but through elegance, precision, and depth of thought. Philosophy of art and existence. In many ways, Talulah Riley represents a modern archetype of the reflective artist. She balances science and art, reason and emotion,
Bye bye. Thanks for watching. Bye.